Hello, welcome to Lead Judges TV, first episode of Uncensored. Expect this coming up on today's episode. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0.
Although it was a really big game because of where West Ham are in the table and what our aspirations are, it was an even bigger game with all of the AUBAMEYANG stuff going on in the background.
And at the end of the day, we didn't really miss him today, you know, and that's a compliment to the players, not a criticism of AUBAMEYANG or anybody like that. That's a compliment to the players there.
Lead Judges TV, I've got Dan Potts, your host. I've got some fantastic fans in me. First of all, you all know them. We're going to start with Harry. Harry, today's game, man, massive 3 points up for grabs. We did the job. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. For me, it was all about the youngsters tonight. How did you see the game going, and what were your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, definitely. Good performance all round, I thought everybody played their part tonight. Everybody managed the game really well. But obviously, when you're 1-0 up and you get a penalty and you miss it, there's a danger that things go a little bit flat in the stadium. And I thought for a few minutes we did look a bit nervy and a bit shaky. So you're a little bit worried. But Martinelli coming up clutch with a great goal. Emile Smith-Rowe again, you know, getting on the score sheet, which is something that we questioned at the start of the season, whether he could do frequently enough. So he's doing it. He's performing. I thought Arteta managed the game well today. I thought Partey and Xhaka were under the radar good in the middle of the park, like solid against.
You had to get Granit Xhaka in there, mate.
Well, look, apart from that one moment where he dallied on the ball for a few seconds, I thought he was solid. I thought he was better than Partey again. And he deserves the credit when you know he plays well like that. So defence brilliant, Ramsdale brilliant. I thought it was a really good performance. And although it was a really big game because of where West Ham are in the table and what our aspirations are, it was an even bigger game with all of the AUBAMEYANG stuff going on in the background. Everybody was watching tonight, waiting for Arsenal to slip up off the back of those events. So to come up and get that result and look so comfortable as well for large parts, I thought was brilliant.
Got to mention AUBAMEYANG not there tonight. Lacazette, I thought he was great. What did you make? Did you think we missed AUBAMEYANG, or did you think Lacazette did the job?
No, I thought Lacazette was fantastic. I thought he got a little bit tired, as he does. But, you know, he works so incredibly hard. He picks up the ball in those really deep areas. He drops into those positions, helps out the midfield. But also, he was spinning on people tonight and carrying the ball forward, which is something he doesn't always do. So he seemed to add that tonight as well. And look, it was a captain's performance from Lacazette. And I'm just delighted because AUBAMEYANG's a great player, but we can't have this crap going on at the club. You know, for years we've talked about a bad mentality, bad attitude. And I thought the attitude was great tonight. It's not to say it was great because AUBAMEYANG wasn't there, but to see that the attitude is still there and the effort is still there tells you that these players are behind this manager. Whether the fans are or not is another matter, but this squad really are.
See some young players on show tonight. Any of those look leaders to you?
Yeah, they all look like leaders in their own right, but you got to be careful with the captaincy because to some it's something that you take on and you go forward with. To others it can be a burden and a weight. And I would be reluctant to pin it on one of those kids right now at this moment. I've been saying all week, I think for me, the best way is to stick with what we've got at the moment. With Laka, share it among some of those senior players. I know people are sitting there going, well, that's what Emery did and it didn't work. Emery's viewpoint was we need to be like that forever. I think Arteta's just kicking the can down the road and delaying it so that we can ensure that we make the right decision in the summer. And in 12 months' time, we're not stripping it off someone again.
You're a busy man. I'm going to let you go after this one question. Throw a name at me, the next Arsenal captain next season.
Well, Tierney's a strong candidate, but he's got to prove that he's fit for me. That's a big, big thing. You know, you can't have a captain that's not present. It's a big problem. I think that some of the other standout candidates are people like, you know, Odegaard is up there, but not sure if he's ready for it just yet. There's a few options. I think nobody wants to say it, but Xhaka's an option as well. But I just think Mikel would be adding pressure on himself by doing that he doesn't need to do. So I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. And I think the rest of the season's a great audition for those candidates to prove themselves. And then you can make the decision in the summer. So
mate, you're massively sitting on the fence there, mate. Just quickly before I let you go, how can people follow you, mate, and what are you up to now?
Yeah, a bit of everything. Follow me at Harry Symeou on Twitter, Chronicles of a Gooner podcast, 90 Min, wherever, wherever. Get followed.
Everywhere and anywhere. Mate, we'll let you shoot off. Thanks so much, Harry. Top man. Much appreciated. Daniel, let's bring you in, mate. It's all about the young players tonight for me. I thought Martinelli's performance is proving why he should be where he is, and that's playing football. I thought Emile Smith-Rowe coming on proved why he should be in this first 11. Martin Odegaard's been scoring. Bukayo Saka, another good performance. It's looking good for these young players, isn't it?
I think it is. It's looking fantastic. Listen, it was a massive call from Arteta leaving out AUBAMEYANG. It was a massive call for him And I said, in the build-up to this game, it could backfire on him. You know, if we'd had lost this game, which, you know, this Arsenal is capable of doing as well as we played tonight. But if we'd had lost this game, everyone would have been saying, well, why did you leave Aubameyang out, and questioning it. But tonight, we just showed that actually we didn't need Aubameyang. And, you know, yes, he scores goals, even though he's not been doing that of late. But Martinelli, what he gives you that Aubameyang doesn't give you is work rate. And tonight, his work rate was excellent. And Saka as well. I think he had Masuaku on toast. Do you know what I mean? All night, Saka was bossing the show with Martinelli. So, yeah, those are the two standouts for me tonight.
I agree with you, and I think Martinelli and Smith-Rowe coming back on is fantastic. And I think what it is, Dan, is it's some competition at the moment for places. I mean, moving forward, Aubameyang's situation does not look too classy for our situation, but we didn't miss him tonight. I thought Lacazette was superb. But do you think that maybe in January he might look to do something now that Aubameyang looks to be either off or definitely no longer our captain?
I think he's got to. We need, like, if you're going to drop Aubameyang or let him go, you can't then not replace him. You've got to replace him. You know, is Lacazette the answer? I'm still not convinced, as well as he played tonight. And the only criticism I have with Lacazette is that he holds onto the ball a little bit too long when he's in and around that penalty area. And I felt at times he could have took the shot on. Listen, he missed the penalty. You know, it was a great save, I think. Should it have been a penalty? Maybe it was justice on West Ham that it was saved. But yeah, I'm not convinced by Lacazette moving forward as the long-term answer, and they've got to get someone in. You can't, you know, we have progressed in certain aspects of our game, and if we want to build on that, we're going to need to add key players in key areas. So yeah, listen, if and when Aubameyang goes, we need to get a replacement in. You can't let a player of Aubameyang's quality go and not get a replacement in.
Fair play. I think you're absolutely spot on. And with the African Cup of Nations, we're going to see some players leaving as well. Moving forward, Dan, just quickly before we do move on to the lead judges, what do you think is going to be our realistic target? That was a massive game for us and a huge statement tonight.
Well, I still see no reason why we can't go for that top four. We're in and around it. If we can keep fighting with the teams around us and keep getting wins, the crucial thing is, Dan, is we're winning against the teams that we should be beating. But I want to see us get a big result against a big team. We're still yet to do that. And when we come up against a team that is better than us, we fold. Listen, we made West Ham look average today, but they're a decent side. They've been decent all season. But I want to see us to go up another level and beat a team that is better than us, because there's still that question mark hanging over us. But yeah, I think we can go and challenge for the top four. I really do.
Good man, Daniel. There's an opening for it, 100%. So listen, we'll let you go because I know you've got to shoot off, mate. But thanks so much for today. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. And thanks for letting me come on.
You're welcome, mate. Lead judges, let's bring you in. The main man himself.
Cheers, Dan.
Judges, it was a massive game tonight.
Yeah,
you know, it was a massive game.
Massive win today because that, like, just hear what Daniel said, that was a team that we needed to beat. They're above us, one of the top teams favoured to go into the top four. So it was massive that we won that game today. That was the big thing. We got the result. I thought played really well. Looked really good. Maybe like when we went 1-0 down, we had a little bit of a shake. Maybe because of the penalty. I accept what Harry's got to say there, that probably because of that penalty was a little bit cautious. But I thought all in all it was a good performance and a great result. I've got to say that. It's about results. Winning is what it's all about. And it was a good win tonight.
Some individual performances tonight, judges. I think Martinelli was absolutely superb. I mean, I've been crying out for this guy. I know you love him as well. But how good was he tonight?
He was fantastic tonight. And what we have to ask ourselves the question today: one chance, one finish, goal. That was what it's like. We've seen them being
Henri-esque, they're saying.
Yeah, as well. It was. I tell you what, I'm going to say it now. Lacazette, great pass through. Great first touch, great finish, and that is what you need. That was a real first chance, one-on-one. We don't see many of those one-on-ones, Dan. When he had the opportunity, he took it. Big moment in the game because I felt we was on top in the first half without getting the goal. But listen, absolutely brilliant finish, and I love it. I love his energy. I love his work rate, and yeah, I think he was fantastic. Listen, He weren't the only one today. I'm going to have to say I thought Lacazette was brilliant today. That was his best game for a very, very long while. Forget about the penalty miss, but he was brilliant today. And I thought Saka, I don't know if you watched him today, 3 men on him at times, they was getting over there. What a respect for him as a kid. And he delivered.
He massively delivered, and I thought he was excellent against Southampton, Lee, as well, Saka. We're starting to see him now come back into it. I think he had a little bit of perhaps a Euros hangover, but when I see Saka and Smith Rowe together, it's an absolute joy. And I know people think I'm harsh on Martin Ødegaard, and he's scoring goals, and I understand why he started today. I just thought we looked better driving forward with Smith Rowe and Saka on the pitch, mate.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe because I was a little bit tired. Don't forget that was down to 10 men, you know. Yeah. So you know, you have to see what it is. I thought Ødegaard done very, very well in the first half, but you know, somewhere along the line, Mikel's got to make a big decision now of getting Smith Rowe back into the side, because you know, proved it today when he comes on. But he ain't leaving out Martinelli. It's as simple as that. Lacazette's giving him a problem because he's playing really well. So all in all, that is what you want. And I think that, you know, the two in midfield today, I thought you know, everybody's going on about Declan Rice. I thought he was superb today, by the way. Declan Rice shows what he can do. But I felt that Xhaka and Partey dominated in the midfield today, so that's a positive as well.
Yeah, 100% a positive. This AUBAMEYANG thing, let's touch on this quick. Obviously, it looks like he's potentially got no future at the club, certainly no future as a captain. Do you see any leaders on that pitch out there today?
Yeah, I see a few today, and at the end of the day, we didn't really miss him today. You know, and that's a compliment to the players, not a criticism of AUBAMEYANG or anybody like that. That's a compliment to the players there. I like what I see in Gabriel. I like Tierney looking a lot better today, looking like he's getting it back there and all that. Ben White played well today. He could be a leader in there. You know, Granit Xhaka, I like it. I like that. I know that sometimes, you know, he doesn't do that, but I do like that little bit of mischievousness he's got into his game. But, you know, look, listen, I want to see a proper Arsenal captain. I want to see a proper one from the back as well. Like, so, for me, it's got to be either Gabriel or Ben White.
Not Kieran Tierney because of injuries?
Well, listen, I think Harry made a good point. It is like a dress rehearsal, we'll see where he goes. Look, if Tierney keeps himself fit and carries on playing that way, worry at the minute for Tierney is he's got Tavares up his backside. So once he sorts that out and play like he did today, I think he'll be all right. So he's definitely a candidate as well. Ramsdale as well, by the way, another fantastic save at 1-0. You know, key save, and that was a very, very important light, yeah?
Looking towards the top four, mate, are you confident we can sneak in? The door's open, isn't it, Lee?
Yeah, we've got a chance. There's a chance that we can get their top four, like, you know what I mean? There's not really any dominant side. I watched Man United against Norwich, they weren't that great, but there's an opportunity. The door's ajar, and it's now if we can force it open and get it and go through it. We're fourth at the moment, but there's teams breathing down their necks, so we'll have to wait and see.
100%. Let's bring in West Ham, Paul. Where is he? Paul. Let's get a West Ham perspective, shall we?
West Ham, Paul.
Let's get in a West Ham perspective, shall we? Going into this game, be honest with me, Paul, how confident were you?
I mean, I'm a West Ham fan through and through. I wasn't 100% confident, you know what I mean? Arsenal ain't been good recently, you know what I mean? They've not been good, but I just think Arsenal were the better side tonight, you know what I mean? They just edged it, and, you know, that's all I can say. West Ham have got a few injuries and all that, so that's it, basically, you know what I mean? The better team won on the night, you know what I mean? You just edged it, I think, you know what I mean? I don't think it was a sending off, you know what I mean? But I like to see it on VAR. I don't really know for sure whether it was sending off. But as I say, we're punching above our weight at the moment, but long may it last, you know what I mean?
I have to say, Paul, I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw Lacazette go down, everybody's of course they screamed for a penalty.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was. I got on me. I'd like to see it again.
really?
I'd like to see it again because it could have been a foul to me.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I thought, I tell you what, I thought he's got the ball there. So maybe it was a bit harsh, but he missed it anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, he ended up getting a red card, which he's going to miss a few games now, or 1 or 2 games. But I've got no complaints about the result. You know what I mean? We was a bit lacklustre tonight. It's unlike us this season. I mean, I ain't complaining though, because we've been very good this season. You know what I mean? We're punching right above our weight, as I said to you before. Arsenal, like, I've just got a feeling like you're going to come good. You know what I mean? You've gone up to 4th now. You can only go forward from here. You know what I mean? I think.
what do you make of Arsenal and Arteta then? Let's ask you. Be honest.
I mean, I've listened to like a lot of people talk about Arteta saying he's not good enough and not good enough. I mean, he's a young man. He's Arsenal through and through. I mean, you've got to give the man a chance. That's my opinion, you know what I mean? It's like David Moyes. West Ham didn't want David Moyes back. Look what he's done, you know what I mean? He's turned us around. He's turned us in from a bottom of the league side to a higher 5-6 side. I think Arteta's got to be given a chance, you know what I mean? I like the man, you know what I mean? I like the man. He'll get him playing, you know what I mean? There's no doubt about it.
And what about yourself? Do you fancy yourself a top 4? Do you still think there's a chance?
No. I mean, I've never thought that we're finished top 4. If we do, it'd be fantastic. But I don't see us finishing top 4. But I'll tell you what, I'll be happy with top 6 again, you know what I mean? And I think, speaking for all the West Ham fans, I think that's what we would like, the top 6, you know what I mean? And that's all we can ask for, really, if you're being honest and you're a football fan, you know what I mean? Top 6 would be good for us, you know what I mean? Without a doubt.
100%. And just lastly, Paul, you looked at both sides tonight. Who do you think will finish higher come the end of the season?
I mean, I hate to say it because there's probably West Ham fans out there now that are saying, what do you know and all that, but no, I'm quietly confident Arsenal will now push on and finish above West Ham. But as I said, we've got a few injuries in the defence, which is a big sort of loss to us, you know what I mean? But I haven't lost hope, you know what I mean? As I said, if we finish in the top 6, it'll be great. I can see Arsenal finishing either 4th or 5th, you know what I mean? That's my opinion. I think they'll either finish 4th or 5th. Man United and Arsenal, I don't see Spurs getting in there, but, you know, I hope they don't. I mean, but,
so do I.
You know, but they probably have a shout at the end of the day. They've got players like Harry Kane, quality player. But, no, I can see Arsenal either finishing 4th or 5th, and perhaps us 5th or 6th, you know what I mean? And that would be, I'd enjoy that season. And perhaps do well in the Europa League, you know what I mean? The FA Cup. We're still in the other cup, you know what I mean? Playing
in all competitions, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Who would have said that if you're a West Ham fan? You know what I mean? Being in that, you know what I mean? But you know, I've got a lot of family support the Arsenal, so I've got a little soft spot with the Arsenal. But obviously they don't come above West Ham. But good luck with Arsenal the rest of the season. You know what I mean?
Good luck to you, mate, as well. Thanks for coming on, Paul. Top man, have a good Christmas, mate. All right.
And you, take care. Quick job.
Oh, quick job. How we doing?
Not bad.
What's your name, mate? Luca. What did you think of the game, mate?
What was the score again?
You being serious? 4-0, 5-0, 6-0?
2-0, mate. That's all I wanted to hear, mate. It's in and that job. But what a game. Do you not think so?
I was massively impressed with the youngsters. Martinelli, Smith Rowe, even Ødegaard, you know, I've given him a little bit of stick, to be honest, but he's scoring goals. And Smith Rowe coming on, Saka.
Do you reckon Lacazette's going to be the captain for a while?
I think the rest of this season it'll be Lacazette.
You reckon?
Yeah, I believe so.
You back him getting the crowd up and just backing the whole...
I don't back him, but I personally feel that's what's going to happen. I would give it to Kieran Tierney. What about you?
Nah, I like a bit of KT3, baby. What a man he is. He's a good crack. He's got legs on him, and I respect him. And I'm out. Have a good crack.
Logan, thank you very much, mate. You coming in, mate? What's your name, buddy? Omar. Dan, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Omar. No, not yet, mate. I'm going to go and do it. All right, then, no worries. Omar, fantastic win, man. Absolutely a massive, massive game tonight.
100%. Much needed.
Oh,
it was
massive.
Much needed after the last 2 games. You know, we definitely needed a win. Brought my little boy along.
How you doing, mate?
Gave us some luck.
And I wanted to have a question that our coach Arteta needs to be changed because
Oh, no.
yeah,
I like this man.
because
honest.
he's kind of not good. He's not.
Even after the win tonight?
Yeah, we need to get him changed good and get a good.
Who would you like to be your Arsenal manager?
Got anyone in mind?
I forgot his name, but
Maybe
someone
you
good.
can manage, no? Do you want to become the manager?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe,
We
mate.
reappoint him or whatnot. But like I said, guys, it was a much needed win. After the last 2 games, was really disappointed. And I just see ourselves coming down the table. But now we are a bit stable and we need to keep it going that way. Excellent start, fantastic start. Uncertain about the penalty.
Yeah, likewise. I must admit, I was right there, and I thought, have we got a penalty for that? I'd like to see it again, if I'm honest, but we missed it anyway.
Yeah,
but the problem
100%.
is they went down to 10 men, and it made it easier for us, didn't it?
Yes, of course it did. But like I said, yeah, you know, it was a win. It was a well win. You know, we deserved it. Played well. You know, better team on the day one. I guess.
Top 4 up for grabs, do you think, for Arsenal?
Definitely, I'm hoping for that. 100%. If we keep going like this, then yes, why not? I can see the top 4. Definitely.
Good man. Listen, thanks for your time, mate. Thanks, little man. Take care. Have a good night.
One question. if Aubameyang's not in because he's been late in his football club and stuff, Lacazette or Smith Rowe might be the leader.
Yes.
Or he might be.
Would you give Smith Rowe the captain armband?
Yeah.
Is he your favourite player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. Thank you, little man. Thank you so much, Omar. Take care.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. This has been Lead Judges TV Fan Cams with a Twist, Uncensored, Episode 1. We will be back with more. Take care, guys. Enjoy Christmas.